Welcome to the Kevin Wildes Podcast Network. Quick update on our pods. We are moving our entertainment and movies and streaming pod called, I don't know, it just felt a little slow. I couldn't get into it. That is going to be moved to Fridays, while our current events pod, hold on, what? Is moving to Tuesdays. But right now it's another episode. Top 3 of the segment that is in the podcast, really, it's taking the world by storm. Hey, what's going on? Top 3. Hey, what's going on? Number 3, Wemby grew. This is from Michael C. Wright. Wembanyama is officially listed at 7'4" after being listed last season at 7'3". So he's in his 20s. He's growing. Now later, somebody posted an article about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar that maybe through some yoga, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar also grew later, and maybe it's not totally unique. And then Michael C. Wright writes, I believe he's taller than 7'4". Wemby is taller than 7'4"? Hey, what's going on? So I see this picture when Stephon Castle, a great UConn Husky, won Rookie of the Year. Tim Duncan is 6'11". David Robinson, the Admiral, is 7'1". Castle's 6'6". Wemby is towering over David Robinson. It's not just, he's not 3 inches taller than the Admiral, and maybe the Admiral shrunk a little bit, but he is towering over him. So how tall is Wembanyama? Does anyone know? Like, there's so much data in the world, and at the same time, simple stuff, not enough. So here's a few examples. My friend Kirk Goldsberry, who's brilliant and also a cartographer, he does all of the cartography maps of basketball. So they're like, hey, Kirk, can you show me every shot Mark Eaton made in 1998? He's like, sure, here's a beautiful chart of it. Also, can you tell me how tall Wembanyama is? No, nobody knows. It's not just a basketball thing. Last night, Ohtani hit 2 home runs immediately. We know exit velocity. We knew how long it was. Literally immediately. Like, the ball's off his bat. They're like 454 feet. That was an exit velocity of 114, whatever, immediately. This Sunday, someone will say, ooh, Aaron Rodgers can still spin it. How fast can he spin it? No one knows. No clue. Hey, when Aaron Rodgers was the MVP, how many that's not a revolution. Is that a revolution or is that this? This is a revolution going on. Whatever. You know what I'm saying. How many times is he doing? Spin rate? Don't know. How fast is he going? Don't know. Hey, has his Achilles affected the velocity of the ball? Don't know. Nobody knows. To that, I always say, hey, what's going on? Number 2, Tatum's back. He posted a video of him working out after he snapped his Achilles in the playoffs. He posted this a few days ago, and I did the math, and it's about 140 days that he's back on the court since his Achilles injury. Kevin Durant, who also had a Achilles snap, obviously, wrote, insane. Let's get it, JT. Let's not. Okay. I don't want to hurt anyone's motivation, but being on the court and doing really intense drills 140 days after you snap your Achilles, hey, what's going on? And I know everyone's like, hey, Wildes, just be happy. Like, I am, but part of me thinks that we don't value rest anymore, that it's just grind culture. And a little bit of it is, no, everyone's like, get your sleep, and it's healthy, and it's like popping up in health influencers. It's hard to make sleep cool. It just, you're just laying there pretty much. Even though, like, God himself said, like, then just chill. Okay. 7th day, just chill. It's like, it's right there. It's like, don't murder and chill. They're like, they're instructions on how to live your life. All right, so here's the other interesting part about what Jayson Tatum is doing, because it's not just about resting. The narrative around Jayson Tatum is, can he get back? When can he get back? And I think it's more interesting to talk about, is he getting back or is he becoming a new player? So Durant was on Mind the Game with Steve Nash and LeBron and talked about how he refined his game, actually took stuff out of his game and focused on a smaller subset of moves that he then perfected. Now, I didn't hear him talk about that. And I think when we see Durant, it looks like he hadn't lost a step. But when he talks about it, he said, no, I used to do things that I can't do now. But it's refined in like a good way. It's the way that Christina, our wardrobe stylist, wants me to take care of my personal wardrobe. Stuff's got to go. You got too many clothes. Just have like a handful of things. Other stuff's, you got to donate the other stuff. Too many clothes. So here's that clip.
Those deep threes that both of those guys shoot. They shoot a lot of tough step back threes. I think and I was shooting those before, I got injured, and I fine-tuned my game to take some of that stuff out, the side step. Yeah. Just not because it's a bad shot, it's because I didn't truly have enough power in my right leg yet in order for me to do those moves. So it's going to be that type of adjustment for guys.
All-time great NBA scorer. What sent me down this path is refining your game, right? So I think if you ever grew up playing basketball, you had a few favorite shots, but you're kind of just, if you're like me, just kind of running around, shooting the ball, trying to prevent the other guy from scoring. Bernard King, he says he looks at the floor as a grid, and he knew that he only had 22 places to be. He had 9 spots on the left, 9 spots on the right, 4 from the baseline to the key. I don't think he was playing, 3-pointers. That's it. He had 22 shots, and then he said he had 5 ways that he could be defended. Left, right, tight, give up the jump shot, which I wouldn't really count as defense, or overplay him. So he would have 5 counters to those 5 ways to play. So overall, Bernard King, Hall of Famer, all-time great player, had 110 shots. And that's it. That's 110 shots. That's all you need to be an all-time great player. How many shots does Jayson Tatum have? I don't know, but I think it's interesting to mathematically look at it. Number 1, and maybe a bonus. What? I can't have a bonus? This is the number 1 with maybe a bonus. Drake May is on an MVP trajectory. Hey, what's going on? So here's the stat that is flying around the internet. Most consecutive games with a completion percentage of 75 or more and 2 passing touchdowns. It goes. Tom Brady 2007 did it 4 straight games. Drake May right now. Peyton Manning 2013, 2011 Rodgers, 2004 Peyton Manning, 2001 Kurt Warner. Those 5 guys won the MVP that year. Even for me, he's playing well. I'm like, hold on, is he on an MVP trajectory? I want to get that. That was the first one, and I don't know where this is from. I think it's from like an NFL data packet because they use a very specific font that everyone took. So I don't know exactly who to credit for this, but we're on the board. This is also a little bit of anchoring. You say you want to go to, Sydney, Australia for like a guy's weekend, and your wife's like, "What? What's going on?" And you're like, that gets rejected. So you anchor the concept in going to Sydney, Australia, and then you end up only going to Las Vegas. And it's like, okay, fine, Vegas. It's just an anchoring, a little bit of a arguing technique, maybe. Drake May is the MVP. I'll be honest with you. Drake May is on an MVP trajectory is a way for me to anchor the topic that I really want to discuss, Drake May's top 10. So if I just keep saying Drake May is the MVP, people will back me off. You don't back me off all the way to he's the 18th best quarterback. Like, Wilds, maybe top 10, maybe top 5 or top 10, but definitely not the MVP. And I'll say, fine. And great technique. Bonus time, and hey, what's going on? People have been waiting for this. Eagles are undefeated, but they play one half of just terrible football in each game. Hey, what's going on with the Eagles here? I was just along with everybody else that when you look at their halves, their passing yards, this is not good, Gianna. Passing yards, first half against the Rams, -1. Then 203. Then first half against Tampa Bay, 130. And then second half, -18. Hey, what's going on? Everyone's stressed about that Jalen can't put together a full game. But Jordan Mailata brought me back home to where I need to be, that it's a team sport and winning is a skill. Take a listen.
This is a great win. Man, hell of a play by our special teams, kick off the day, and then our defense. Sucks that we have to rely on them, but it's a team game, is it not? It's a team game. Now, we had their back in the first half, they had ours in the second half. Would we have liked to have played a complete game on offense? 100%. But in all honesty, what it is we're one block away, and that's all it is.
So I'm back. I'm back to saying that there isn't an issue with the offense, that Jalen Hurts is still excellent, and he will throw from positive yardage for a full half, and that he is, hey, what's going on? So that's it for Hey, What's Going On? Hope you have a great day. Stay tuned. Check out our Substack. Smash that subscribe button. And if you have any good 6-7 jokes, tune into the 6-7 podcast. That's going to debut Sunday night after all the games. Remember, eat healthy, get some sleep, and hey, what's going on?
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.